Welcome to the Intermittent Gentleman, and today you're joining us for the 60-day check on the Zippo-Style Survival Lighters. So let's get into it and see how these lighters are holding on. Let's go ahead and start with the Thyrm. And if you recall, on the day 45 check video, I mentioned that the Thyrm is kind of holding on to its last legs here, and I really don't anticipate it lighting. Nope. So the Thyrm is out. Now, just some closing thoughts on this Zippo case is that it's definitely high quality, good materials. The couple opportunities that you'll see in my day 30 check video, but overall a decent case. A little bit pricey, made in the USA, and I would say that the Thyrm will probably hold fuel for anywhere between 40 and about 50 days. So not bad on the Thyrm. Let's check the Suprus Zippo case. And that lights right up. The Exotac titanLIGHT. The antique brass Zippo that has the Vector Thunderbird butane soft flame insert in there. And the Amazon peanut lighter. So all of those lighting up really well here at day 60. Now on day 60, I also conducted a drop test from about 2 meters onto concrete. I dropped the lighters twice, and then I did light them to see if they would still function after the impact test. Bringing back in the Thyrm here, I also tested the Thyrm, and I did fill up the insert a little bit just to ensure proper function after the drop test. Let's cut to that footage, and we'll come back and discuss more. Now that we're back from the drop test, let's see how the lighters held up. So I was initially worried about the Suprus case being made out of what seems like a little bit more of a brittle plastic. A couple scratches, maybe tough to see on camera, but no cracks, no catastrophic failures. I will say that the lid, a little bit of wobble there, but it doesn't feel like it's going to break or anything like that. Now, the Suprus, when it landed, stayed shut, probably due to this extra latch that is on this case. The Exotac, being made out of aluminum body with this one kind of a blaze orange anodization, held up really well. Definitely some scratches here, you may be able to see, as well as on the fuel reservoir cap here. But no dimples, no indentations that I can see, so everything looks good. The Zippo I did not do the drop test with, but I do believe the Thyrm probably held up the best from all of the lighters within the drop test. No significant marks I can really find, maybe a couple scratches here and there. Lockup on the lid is definitely tighter, kind of this side-to-side movement, than on the Suprus. One thing of note, though, is on each drop with the Thyrm, it was definitely hard to see on camera, but the lid popped open on each drop. So something to keep in mind there. And lastly, the Amazon peanut lighter. Stainless steel body, I believe. A small indent there, if you can see it. Some scratches, some nicks here and there. But overall, it also held up really well. So after that drop test, I would say that all of these lighters or lighter cases can withstand regular intermittent drops here and there. I didn't run it over with a car, I didn't drop a brick on it, but just a regular, fall out of your pocket or out of a pocket in your bag. These lighters will hold up and still function afterwards. Let's take a deep dive into the Exotac titanLIGHT. And I also want to give a shout out to CMEC Outdoors. They are an authorized dealer of Exotac products and more. And I'm not sponsored by them. I didn't get any kickbacks for this advertising. But in my search for the Exotac titanLIGHT, they were all sold out everywhere, even off of Exotac's website. Amazon had a couple, but they were charging well over $100 for them, which is just outrageous. I found it on eBay, so CMEC is located on eBay, and they were selling them for right at the MSRP per Exotac's website, right around $50. There was a little bit of a delayed shipment in my order, but the people at CMEC were very communicative and kept me in the loop the whole way through the process. So I just want to give them a shout out. Now, the Exotac titanLIGHT is as if a regular Zippo and the peanut lighter got together and had a baby. The Exotac titanLIGHT is an aluminum-bodied, essentially extra-large peanut lighter, but it operates very similar to a Zippo in that it has an internal wick, cotton-based medium for the fuel reservoir, uses lighter fluid, and it has a flint striker wheel here. The other thing I like about the Exotac titanLIGHT compared to other extra large peanut lighters is this windscreen chimney. So even if you look at something comparable like Meritac's XXL peanut lighter, it is very similar to the Amazon one, and where the wick just ends at the top where the striker wheel is, and there is no wind protection. I also like that the titanLIGHT has the flat base. So if you need to light the lighter and use both your hands, very easy to do so. You don't think another thing about it, just sits upright. Exotac, it is made in the USA, which is another selling point there. And I think the price is reasonable. $50 for an aluminum-bodied lighter with some O-rings seems a little bit excessive. But if you think that the Thyrm Zippo case is $30, plus having to source, and you might have one lying around, but having to source the Zippo internal, you're already close to $40 anyway. And with the titanLIGHT, as you've seen through the testing, the evaporation rate is a lot slower compared to the Thyrm, and you're getting metal body, aluminum body construction. Additionally, I think the seals are a lot better than what the Thyrm is offering. I think a screw-down O-ring seal kind of offers you way better protection than a flip-top lid. And you can even see that in the reservoir, it also is O-ring seal. One other thing about the reservoir, as you saw there, is that it is a separate part or separate lid that you do screw off here, compared to both the Thyrm as well as the Suprus case. In order to refill both these lighters, you'll need to pry or pull the Zippo body out of the case. And to be honest, the Suprus pops out pretty easily, but the Thyrm usually I need to get a Leatherman and kind of get some extra leverage to pull the Zippo case out of the Thyrm body, the Thyrm case. Whereas with the titanLIGHT, you can refill straight by unscrewing this O-ring sealed cap. Some things that I wish the Exotac titanLIGHT did a little bit differently is the ability to connect the lid somehow to the case. I wish there was a lanyard point or maybe another inner ring to do some sort of wire lanyard so I could connect the lid to the lighter. The attachment point, if you're going to clip it onto something, is at the cap, which is fine until one day something happens and the body of the lighter unscrews itself and you lose it. But good thing you have this connected to your bag. So I wish there was a way to tether the cap to the base somehow. Another small opportunity I think Exotac has is just somehow making this anti-roll. These ridges in the cap are probably more for grip than anything. It doesn't really prevent the lighter from rolling around on you. So I kind of wish that this outer ring that's a little bit larger in diameter was maybe a hex or like an octagon that would prevent it from rolling back and forth. Other than that, I think the Exotac titanLIGHT is almost perfect from a camping survival fire kit style lighter. We will see how long the fuel lasts. Let's cut to the 5-second burn and put these lighters back on the shelf until the day 75 check. Now that we're back from the 5-second burn, I want to thank you for tuning in and sticking in there as we go on this long journey of testing out these lighters and lighter cases. Click like and subscribe for more videos. Check out my Instagram. And as always, stay a gentleman. Intermittently, of course.